Howdy, this is Bubba. I'm going to do something. I'm going to do a review of the Mcgraw concert. As the headline said, I am a big-time traditional country music fan, so I thought that would be a good angle to do a Mcgraw review. And I do not consider Mcgraw a traditional country artist at all, really. But he's not completely to the left side. I mean, he's not like Florida Georgia Line or Luke Bryan or nothing like that. So one thing I want to start with saying that this concert was 100% free for me. So when I say this, it's not me saying, he spent too much money on the concert tickets, so that's why he's saying negative things. So this concert was free. Of course, you still got parking and dinner and stuff like that, but as far as the actual ticket, was 100% free to me. So Carly Pearce was the opening act. Unfortunately, I missed that, didn't get sit in time. I sat down with the last songs, so I basically missed all that. So I do not have anything to add about her, unfortunately. And honestly, if you don't want to watch all of it, the brief summary was, this was the worst concert that I remember going to. I do not remember a concert this bad in a long time, and we'll get into the reasons why if you just want to click off now, but don't do that, like and subscribe. Tim McGraw is not known for his voice. I wouldn't say he had a bad voice, but he's not noticed for his voice, and I certainly did not think his voice was anything special at all. I would say it was maybe average, I guess you could say, if you were being nice, but I would say if you're being critical and negative, but to me it was about what I expected from a voice standpoint. He came out singing the song Truck, yeah, make sure I say that correctly, and that's his worst song. I mean, it's just a terrible, terrible, terrible song by any metric, and he came out with that one. Right off the bat, but that is an up-tempo song, so I was going to give him a break on that one. Right off the bat, I noticed this was a dead crowd. I mean, I do not, this was at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta. So if you're not familiar with that, that is where the Atlanta Hawks, the NBA basketball team, play. So this is a big venue. Right off the bat, I noticed this was a dead crowd. Do not remember a crowd being this dead. Now, when you think of your demographic of what you think would be a Tim McGraw song, you think females, and you think, Tim McGraw is, I think, in his 50s now, so you kind of think a little bit of an older demographic. But I didn't necessarily. It was about what you would expect, but, which I thought that might be a little bit of a variety crowd, but it was not. It was a dead crowd. No, you didn't hear the singing along and that type of stuff. So it was, was noticeable. And I was in the cheap seats, so maybe it was a little bit different on the full level. But from where I was at, it was a dead crowd. And I heard I talked to somebody who went to a concert of his recently, and they said the same thing. It was a dead crowd. The biggest reaction of a song he sung was the Something Like That, aka the Barbecue Stain on the White T-shirt song. That song got a big reaction, and that told me that the audience, the older songs got more of a reaction than the newer songs did. So that told me that the crowd really was here because of the name factor and not because they had listened to Tim McGraw's music recently. And if you try to name a Tim McGraw song over the last 10, 12 years or so, let me know what that is. Now, the coolest song that he did by my book, and I got a video of this up, is the 1883 Yellowstone tribute, The Cowboy and Me. That was his best song that he did, if I was judging it, that is, more of a traditional country type song compared to his others. Now, this was the oddest thing. If you watch my videos before, I do not get into politics or any type of controversial issue, so I want to kind of tread softly here, but he didn't talk. He only spoke one time during the show, and he basically paraphrasing said that he's going to leave because all the things going on in the world, we're going to leave all that outside. So because of that, he isn't going to speak, which tells me his personal politics was why he did not speak, and I do not get that at all. I mean, you can easily talk to your audience without getting into politics regardless of what side you're on. So I thought that was really strange, and I don't know why you would say that. I did not get a video of that. Maybe somebody I went with did, but I do not have a video of that. So I just thought that was strange. I mean, you should be able to talk to your audience without getting into the controversial issues, especially when you're with a big crowd. I do not remember him giving an intro to the band. Maybe he did and I just missed it or forgot it, but if he did, it was a quick one. Now, if the worst things about the concert was the song selection, and I'm not the guy that complains about song selection, just because when you've been around a long time, you're not going to sing all of the songs. That's why you see a lot of artists do melodies. That way they at least, get a little bit of the songs that you're not going to sing. But and as you said, the biggest crowd reaction came from the older songs, as I said. So these are 3 songs that he did not sing. Indian Outlaw, Back When, and Don't Take the Girl. And I really don't know how you do not sing at least Don't Take the Girl, because that was the song that put him on the map back in the, I guess, 90s, early 90s. And then, after talking over to my brother, he said he probably did not sing Indian Outlaw because I guess some people, that is more of a controversial song. So, but then at the same time, he did sing the song Red Ragtop, the song Red Ragtop. So, and if you remember what the subject of that song is about, to me, if you're going to sing that song, that song's got a strong subject matter, so much stronger than Indian Outlaw does. The concert was on the shorter side. I did not time it. I would say hour and a half range, roughly, I'm guessing. He did do it encore and came out and did 2 songs of his own songs. I don't think I remember a cover song that he sung. If he did, it wasn't one. I don't know. I don't remember a cover song off the top of my head. When the stage was, now there was some backdrop stuff, but it wasn't as much as you thought. Like the song Southern Boris had a good backdrop with the TV screens. The stage came out, so that was a good thing. But in general, if I was rating this show on a scale of 1 to 10, I would have to rate it a 3 out of 10. Probably the worst concert that I've been to. And again, did not pay any money for it. I'm not out anything. Still had a good time. But that's my summary of a Tim McGraw concert. If you're still watching, like and subscribe.